Welcome, welcome to Showface News. You can call me what you want, just don't call me woke. You already know you rocking with the town favorite, Showface News. It's Big Gotham, you heard? And without further ado, all the way from Flushing, Queens, we got the one and only Sue Young. Stop playing, let's get it. And that's word to Sue Young. Listen, gang, we back again with another one. Salute. We back, champs. We're back. And the internet's been going wild, champs. People are very upset. Donald Trump has been free from Fulton County Jail, and Young Thug hasn't been free from Fulton County Jail. Now, I understand they both have RICO cases. However, these RICO cases are much different, champ. A huge difference in both cases, champs. Let's take a look at what's been going on. Because Young Thug's father actually went on social media and showed this right here, gang. Take a look. He says right here, and this is Young Thug's father. In case anyone thinks it's not, that's his dad. And he posted this. He said, "Free YSL. Trump and crew got a bomb. Young Thug and YSL face the exact same charges. But no bond? Make justice fair. We deserve a fair fight too, Fanny. Hashtag Jeffrey Williams Sr." Listen, I'm going to say this, right? First of all, it's not the exact same charges. That's number one. It's not the same charges, bro. Respectfully, it's not. I mean, Trump and his crew are getting hit with election fraud and etc. You dig what I'm saying? That's number one. Number two, Young Thug and them, they have a RICO case that's been built for over a decade. Like, this RICO case goes all the way back to like 2015. You understand what I'm saying? And allegedly, they said that Little Woody, who was one of the biggest tell-all people in that whole YSL case, that he was being given like 25 years, and in exchange to reduce that sentence, he would be telling a tell-all on Young Thug and YSL. You dig what I'm saying? But what helped that case is the songs that were being made by like Young Thug and other members that would actually help support claims that was made. You know, especially when you got songs that Young Thug made like F the Judge and etc. They know about all of the killings and etc. Like, bro. And I know that they're trying to do a thing now where they're like, okay, we can't use these songs in court, right? That's the new thing. Like, they're cool, whatever. However, it's pretty blatant, you know, especially when it comes to drill rapping. Because technically speaking, what Thug was doing was drill rapping to a degree, right? Telling the truth, telling, etc. You know what I'm saying? Flamingo Blessing says black rapper versus white ex-president, no competition. And there are people says privilege. I don't get it either. Listen, it's two different cases, number one. You know what I'm saying? Thug hasn't been granted bond because he hasn't been granted bond. Now, I will say this. Out of that Republican Party, there's a black guy who did not receive bond for some weird reason. They didn't give the black guy any bond, but everybody else bonded out. But the black guy didn't get any bond whatsoever on Trump's team, which is crazy, right? I know, I get it. Listen, the judicial system in general has never been fair, period. You know what I'm saying? The judicial system has never been fair. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, man. It's insanity. But point being is, look, why are we even comparing the two? It's two separate incidences. And look, there's different types of RICOs too. Like, you got to think about it. Young Thug is out here bodying things, champs. Young Thug is out here bodying things. He's catching bodies. His people is catching bodies. I mean, bro, once there's murder involved, once there's extortion involved, then we're talking a different ball game. You know what I'm saying? Trump didn't extort anybody. Who did Trump extort? Who did Trump murder? It's a different severity for both of those RICOs. Obviously, there's a more severe RICO than the other, right? Like, Thug's case is way more severe than Trump's case, even though Trump's case is a big deal if you're talking about somebody doing election fraud, because fraud is a federal crime. You dig what I mean? So, but I get it, but at the same time, it's not the same thing, dog. It's totally not the same thing. and everything is coming down to the judge and the judge's decision. Now, giving those bonds, obviously they can afford to pay for it. People is millionaires, like real millionaires, real deal millionaires. Like, when does accountability come into play though? Like, bro, you was out here doing these things and you didn't have to do it, and at the same time, you didn't have to do these things. It's like, when is the accountability set in? Like, y'all acting like this man didn't do what he did. He admitted to what he did. Is there proof that Trump actually did election fraud though? Is the question. Like, where's the proof on that? I haven't seen any proof on it, to be honest with you. And I'm not even a Trump supporter, nor am I a political person. I don't want people to get it twisted like, oh, this nigga wears suits on his lives, therefore he gotta be into politics. And I'm not. I swear I'm not. I don't do no politics, champs. Only politics I know is politics of the streets, but I don't do politics of no government stuff, respectfully. Keep me out of it, champ. I'm just talking about why, is a difference of opinion with this whole Trump and thug thing with RICOs. It's two different types of RICOs, bro. Two separate RICOs, gang. It's separate. It's not the same. You feel me? But yeah, it's all state RICO, But they was granted bond, In Thug's case, he's being painted as a super villain, a super gremlin, if you will, in these streets of Atlanta, which he is. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Tracy Harris says, I love how the only person linked to Trump that didn't get bail was a former Kanye publicist. Tracy Harris, you make good sense, because if you think about it, ain't his lawyers some J's, shit? Like, respectfully. So, because he dealt with Kanye, you think that they didn't try hard to help him get bail because he was working with Kanye, and you know what Kanye said about the J's, right? So, it makes sense, Tracy. You made a very good point. I ain't gonna lie. Makes sense. I think that it's possible that because who Trump lawyers is the best lawyers, and we know who the best lawyers are, that it would definitely affect someone who was a former publicist for Kanye West. You're right. I agree with that. The 7OD says they all gonna snitch too. They was real happy in the mugshots. I know y'all seen the mugshots. They was looking kind of happy in them. Like, man, we about to beat this, man. We out of here. Man, lock us up. Hurry up, man. I'm hungry, man. Hurry up. We about to be out of here in like 2 hours, but hurry up, though. Like, Trump already, Trump was in the, Trump went for a photo shoot, bro. When they got Trump in there, it's like Trump went there for a photo shoot. He was up out of there immediately, bro. Like, he walked in and walked right out. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they wasn't even in there long. The 7OD says he got most of his lawyers locked up, dead. The publicist is a woman. Trevi and Cootie is a woman. I thought it was a dude. Remember, even Gotti was Teflon until Sammy snitched. Yeah, all it takes is that one person to shut down the whole operation. I think one person shut down the whole operation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it's crazy. C Fresh 1000 says, research if there's no proof Trump committed every crime he's been accused of. A Chant, listen, I'm telling you, I ain't seen nothing, Chant. But respectfully, even if he did do it, right? I'm not saying that he did or didn't do it. I just said I didn't see any proof. But what I'm going to say is this, Chant. There's a level of severity when it comes to these RICOs, right? Like, think about it. Who did Trump smoke and who did Trump extort? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about, you're talking about Young Thug, who was doing a lot of extortion, doing a lot of bodies, bro. A 14-year-old was murdered as a result of Thug's actions, and that's real. Like, a 14-year-old child lost their life because of what Thug was doing, champ. You dig? That's why I said severity. You dig? Young Whippo was popping. That's why I keep talking about severity. You know what I mean? Severity is severity. Like, it's levels to, the crimes, bro. Think about it. If one person is catching homies and extorting people, forcing people to do things, then you got, let's not forget the witnesses who said they not going to testify because they scared to testify. It's a different level of severity, bro. Trump ain't really got nobody shook. Like, he's pressing people to not do things. You feel what I'm saying? Fraud is fraud at the end of the day. Fraud is fraud at the end of the day. That's just what it is, gang. And one black dude don't got no bail of bond. Think about that. Yeah, I was just talking about that. I was talking about the black dude who didn't get bombed. You feel me? It's crazy. It's crazy. Young Lucas says, you look like Shorty Low except the hair. Hey, salute to Shorty Low. R.I.P. Shorty Low. A legend in the A, champ. Atlanta legend Shorty Low. Tracy Harris says they got proof in the grand jury where they messed up in the county worker letting them look at the machines for Trump. Yeah, Trump, like I said, whether the man did it or not, it's the level of severity. Think about what Young Thug was doing and think about what Trump is doing. You feel what I'm saying? Think about what Young Thug is doing and then think about what Trump is doing. It's two different things, dog. I mean, the only thing that's the same is the racketeering. You feel me? Like racketeering is racketeering. But people are losing their life. Innocent people losing their life. Kids losing. If a kid is losing their life, it's more serious. What's more heinous is the at the end of the day? Like, what's the more heinous act? You dig? But it's wild though. It's still wild though. But you can't expect Thug. They've been investigating Thug and them for almost a whole decade. It's different. Like, this is election fraud. This is something that literally just happened not too long ago, bro. They ain't been investigating Trump and them for years. It's just it's fraud. You feel what I'm saying? He says the wheels of justice run slow. It's just rolling on him. Now he got 4 cases and 96 charges. Jesus Christ. I think the trial supposed to happen soon, though. Like, they've been waiting for this trial for a minute. Mano the Don TV says no one with Secret Service protection gonna get locked up. I couldn't agree with that. I mean, think about it. Obama wouldn't have got locked up neither if you ain't real. Like, none of them people would have got locked up. You know what I'm saying? Thug music got get off on technically. You said August 23rd is the start of the trial. They need to get that together. September 23rd or just next month, September. Because it's crazy. See, now the crazy thing is that YSL trial, man, like not even trial, but the YSL case itself has been very weird, man. It's been crazy. It's been a circus act, man. Complete circus act. We got the catching the lawyers and whatnot at Magic City. You know, Magic City is a famous strip joint out there in Atlanta. It was called at Magic City. One of the Thug's lawyers had to write a 12-page essay, or they was gonna get locked up for 30 days. Like, it's crazy, man. He said, I think Thug will get off in a technicality. He could. It's possible. It's not impossible. It's only a state RICO. You feel what I'm saying? It's not a federal RICO. They don't really have enough. You feel me? And a lot of the people that they want to testify aren't going to be testifying based on them saying that they can't. The severity of their life is at stake. Like, if I get up here and testify, you know, I would literally get sent up. You know what I mean? So they ain't even trying to do all that. You know, they're not even trying to risk their life going up to the stand to tell anything because they're like, all right, we're not doing that, champ. And without those witnesses, they really ain't got nothing if you're going to be technical, you know. They could base things off of music and etc. But at the same time, it's like, it's wicked, you know. But Thug should be held accountable because Thug definitely let it be known that he didn't give a damn, and here he is. You know what I'm saying? He said he might walk with time served. We're gonna see what happens. There's a lot of historic things might happen in hip hop this year. We also got the YNW Melly case as well, where there can be another mistrial again. And if that happens, bro might and should be free. I would assume so, you know. But at the end of the day, it's like, wow. You know, it's like, wow, crazy. But the YSL thing, we're gonna see what it's hitting for. That's what I can honestly say, but it is what it is, man. I just don't get why people are upset about the Trump situation. It's like, you kind of got to expect it to happen. Like, you got to expect Trump to get off. It's Trump. He's going to get off, champ. You know? I thought he was going to be booked in Fulton County like that. You crazy, champ. It's not going to happen. You know? Not somebody with his status and his wealth. That's just not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that people who have that type of money and success can't get locked up, because it has happened. People who are very successful do get locked up all the time. You know, for example, look at the dude Omni and a Hellcat, one of the top YouTubers out there who was doing the cars and everything. He's currently locked up on a RICO right now. You know what I'm saying? Or for some fraud stuff that he did with like a television service or whatnot. You know, so anybody can get it. There's nobody that's an exception to the rule. You feel me? Nobody's an exception to the rule. It can happen anyway. You dig? But it's just wild. Overall, it's just wild, you know. But I don't know why people are upset about Trump and thug Trump. Like, what you mad at, bro? What are you upset about? There's nothing to be mad about. Just be glad it's not you going through that. You know what I'm saying? Trump had to pay for his own judge. I mean, maybe he did, you know. Maybe he did. But yeah, man, it's wild out here, gang. It's wild out here. You feel me? It's super wild out here. You know? But look, gang, you can't make this stuff up, bro. But for Thug's sake, hopefully he make it out. I just want y'all to know that if Thug do end up getting out, it's gonna be a lot of bodies, bro. If Thug do end up getting out, it's gonna be nasty in Atlanta. Atlanta already nasty right now. There's a lot going on in Atlanta that I can't even speak about on YouTube, because I know a lot about what's going on in Atlanta right now. You know, due to me being in contact with a lot of people from Atlanta that I know personally. So there's a lot of nasty things going on in Atlanta right now that I can't even speak on. And I'm surprised that certain groups ain't get RICOs yet behind it. But if Thug gets out, it's going to get ugly. It's going to get real ugly out there, champ. I ain't going to lie. It's going to get uglier than it already is in Atlanta. You know? Jan Lucas says, who's next? CMG, O-Block RICO coming too. Little Dirk is in trouble because the O-Block RICO just got released like a week or two ago. So that's another thing that's gonna be crazy, you know. And half of the people in the O-Block RICO ain't even here no more. They passed away, man. Half the people in the O-Block RICO is gone. You know what I'm saying? Besides like Boss Top, Lil Durk and them. But yeah, that O-Block RICO is gonna be crazy when they start off with that. So Durkio might be in some trouble, champ. Not gonna hold you. Durk might be in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot going on, gang. I mean, them RICOs done got passed out like hotcakes. You feel me? And they passing them RICOs out like it's Thanksgiving, and the homeless got a line across the street. And they passing them turkeys out the back of the truck, champ. That's what it's looking like right now. I ain't gonna lie, man. Passing out the RICOs like free turkey on Thanksgiving, unseasoned too. Unseasoned turkey, you heard? But yeah, this is wild, gang. This is wild. It's gonna get nasty out in these streets. These streets remain nasty, so I'm still be nasty. You dig? But like I said, I don't know why people are really upset about Trump and Trump. Bro, Thug did things too, bro. Y'all be trying to free people that really was out here getting crazy, man. Remember what you trying to free? You freeing somebody who was literally out here in the slums going nuts. Feel me? Getting people lit up. So sloppy with it that they ended up smoking a 14-year-old kid. You know what I'm saying? So remember who you say you want free and all that. You would say free so-and-so, but so-and-so didn't care about their freedom, because if so-and-so did, so-and-so wouldn't be out here still wilding while they blessed. I mean, Thug is rich and still was out here tweaking for what, bro? You know what I mean? Like, you gotta look at what we're talking about here. How crazy does it sound for you to be saying free such and such, but such and such really didn't give a damn? themselves. Hold them accountable for what they did. Hold them niggas accountable, because you can't just be like, oh, look, Thug did this, Thug did, like, no, you know what he did. The city of Atlanta knows what Thug was doing. He extorting people, forcing people to do this. People getting knocked down in the slums. You rich though. You can travel anywhere in the world right now, but you choose to still be on gang time. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Tracy Harris says Lucy and Thug are not getting out because it's reported that the murder rate dropped 35% since they've been locked up. Ooh. Well then. Well, now even if that is true, right? Atlanta's still going nuts though. Atlanta's a very, very hot spot right now. It's dangerous. Atlanta is, the crime rate may have dropped by 35%, but it don't seem like it out there in Atlanta, because they're still losing their mind out there in Atlanta. So did it really drop as much as they say it is? And if it did, it didn't stop the crime from happening. Crime is kind of evident. It's gonna always happen. You can't stop it from, going down. The streets is still the streets at the end of the day. The hood is always going to be the hood. There's nothing you can change about that. That's just what it is. But if it's making a positive impact on the city, it may have to make them boys sit. We're going to see. But again, whenever they get that trial started, they've been pushing that thing further and further and further away. All these motion hearings. There've been like 1,000 motion hearings. It was like 12 billion motion hearings since last year. You dig? Oh, man. Kyler Avery says, I was shocked he was a millionaire and still playing gangster. Man, that happens all the time. Difference is not everybody is showcasing the fact that they still moving that way while having all that money. That's the difference. He was out here talking about it like, ask the judge, tell them they know about all of it, and I'm still free. The man thought he was unstoppable in these streets, man. So the humble thing that happened to him when he thought he was unstoppable in the streets is them boys came in, raided, and locked him up, champ, and let him know, like, yeah, champ, respectfully, we know what's going on here. So all of the extortion and all that didn't go as well as he planned, because they still ended up telling anyway. All that extortion and whatnot and trying to put fear in people's hearts didn't work that well, because what ended up happening was people still ended up telling on you, and then etc. It didn't stop it from happening. You could try to do as much of the, threatening and putting fear in people's hearts as you want. That don't mean it can't happen, because y'all do remember the night or the day that his what was that, his baby mother that got smoked? Yeah, his baby mother got smoked at that bowling alley, and then things went south from there. Ever since that happened, that's when things literally went south. As soon as his baby moms got hit up at the bowling alley and whatnot, that's when things went completely south. I remember that time very vividly. So yeah, it got real reckless out there in Atlanta, and it's still reckless in Atlanta. But if Thug is coming home anytime soon, best to believe it's gonna get ugly out there. It's gonna get uglier than it already is. You feel me? Period. That's just what's gonna happen. That's just the inevitable. That's just the situation. But again, I don't understand the anger towards Trump did this. He should still be locked up. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Me personally, I don't care. You feel me? I don't even do the politics, man. Y'all want to do the politics, that's on y'all. I stay away from MSNBC and all that. Bro, I don't even go into all that. I don't care that much. I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, and I don't do those politics. It's just not for me. And if y'all like that, that is cool. I'm in the self-government. That's the type of things that I'm into, man. Young Lucas says T.I. should have sat his buns down. T.I. What's T.I. doing? That's what I want to know. T.I. What T.I. did? Last time I heard about T.I., his son got new teeth or something. That's the last thing I heard from T.I. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? He was also at the Hip Hop 50, I believe. You know what I mean? Oh, you meant Thug. Okay, so you said T.I. by accident. You meant Thug should have sat. Yeah, you should have chilled, bro. Why you out here wilding, bro? You should have been relaxing. But like I said, once you're in that mentality, I guess it's hard to break from that mentality. Even when you have money, you can't even switch your mentality to just stop doing a life of crime. It's a life of crime is only going to get you but so far, you know. But it is what it is, man. If that's what the man wanted to do, he gonna have to sit on his bed and lay in it. So that's what he got to go through. That's his business. You dig? Respectfully. But I don't want people to think that the show is over or that the show is done, because the show is never over and the show is never done. But there's one thing you must do at all times, and that is stop playing. So respectfully, stop playing. You heard?
Button. 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 Button.